All right, so welcome back again to our first official Inside the Pitch, and thank you so much for actually staying with us throughout last year. And all we have to say is Happy New Year. And this is our first podcast this week, and that's why we're going to do a round of applause, everybody. So we are back and we are better. We are still going to be more better. And thank you so much for all your support, over the years. And this is 2025, and this is our first official podcast, which we are definitely going to do today. And we are having our topic today, which is the top 5 moments that actually happened in the world of football. The happenings that actually happened in the world of football, last weekend, which you could actually have missed, or something very spectacular and striking. And here with me in the studio, Benny Slim, and here by my right I have
Manchester United godfather.
Godfather of for Manchester United. How are you feeling?
All over.
How are you feeling?
Over. I'm okay. I'm doing good.
You're back. And then by my left I have Ebo
Ice Cowboy.
Sanyo Palmer. Palmer right now it feels so cold. What's going on? Well, he's cold though.
What's going on? My boy is not cold. My boy is not cold. He's cold in nature. Yeah. By nature, he's cold. So that's just his nature.
But I think 5 or 6 games right now he has not been performing. I think just last game he actually performed.
He scored.
Yeah, he scored last game.
And gave away.
He gave and took.
Yeah, he gave and took.
Give and take.
All right,
Some days are like that though.
Okay, so let's actually proceed. The first one which we have on our list, you have to stick around to watch the video to the end because the last will definitely be a shocker to you. I wouldn't know. But we are starting off right now with the first on our list, which is Manchester United draw against Liverpool. This moment is something very shocking to any football fan or any football lover over the weekend. We saw that game actually, thrilling and the whole player giving out their best. First of all, something striking to me, Manchester United godfather. In that game, will you tell me you really expected Manchester to actually make a statement the way they did?
Yes, of course I did. I think I was actually the only Manchester United fan that was rooting and believing that my boys were going to make a statement with that match, and we all saw what happened. It was a game that was filled with conflicted emotions, but we stood out.
But the most highlights of that game, people are actually calling out Maguire. I really want to actually clear that moment that actually happened. People calling out Maguire that he missed the goal. First of all, in that accident, tell me what do you think happened in that accident for you?
Maguire was not at fault. Rather, if I want to look at the key points there, because Joshua Zirkzee was the striker there, for crying out loud. I think he was just scared. He was afraid. That was why he passed the ball to Maguire, because what is there? Bro, you were on one-on-one with the keeper. What stopped you from taking the shot? You had to pass it, and even the pass, the ball bounced on Maguire's leg. Do you expect a defender to score a goal that is supposed to be a striker was supposed to score? You were there facing the keeper. Just shoot this ball and let everything sleep.
Yeah, I believe you are actually one of the Manchester United fans who are actually saying the truth, because the whole fan base of Manchester United are actually divided. Some actually said Zirkzee is not the person to blame, that is Maguire killed them. Some actually is blaming Zirkzee. But I would say for me, watching that match critically, I would say Zirkzee is to be blamed, because first of all, you are in offside position. Let's clear the doubts, because some fans are saying, if not Maguire, could have won the match. Yes, Man actually played well, but whether that goal entered, scored or didn't score, Maguire actually have a nice game. Nobody should actually blame from that. First of all, the game will be an offside goal. Has it been Maguire actually scored, all right?
Yeah.
Secondly, the Zirkzee actually looked at keeper, which means, okay, fine, you passed the ball. We're not going to blame you because you passed the ball, because Maguire was actually in the right position. Everybody saw it. But the way the pass actually came, it was all jumpy. It's a kind of, a jumpy pass. It didn't come, lying straight to him to just have a kick, because if you saw that ball as it was, bouncing, he has to, come off his shin. Yes. And that's why the ball actually flew. So, for me, Maguire is not at fault. First of all, if that goal have gone in, they will say
would have ruled it out.
You understand?
Yeah.
Then Zirkzee too, in the other hand, passing the ball was very easy. He
was lacking positioning. You understand? Because as a striker, you're supposed to be able to notice the offside flag, the offside line. You understand? But you still going ahead of the offside and then you getting the ball. What stopped you from shooting the ball? I feel he was scared about people. What people may say. You understand? Because of the last thing that happened.
All right, so it is what it is, and that match actually ended 1-1, and it's something shocking and very, interesting to football lover because I actually enjoyed the match, and people who are not Manchester United fans and Liverpool fans actually will really enjoy that match because it was really thrilling. Man U gave all they can, and that match was really entertaining. All right, so going over to our number 2 in our list, and that's where we have Arsenal draw against Brighton. It's really, shocking because not everybody actually anticipated that draw. They actually anticipated that Arsenal could have actually won that match and start buying popcorn to actually wait to watch what Liverpool could actually play against Manchester United. Maybe they could actually drop a point. But it is what it is. It came that Arsenal actually draw that game 1-1. What do you have to say, Cowboy Palmer, about that incident as seeing Arsenal draw?
No Saka, big problem.
Damn.
See, that's one word to just describe it.
No Saka, serious problem. In fact, you know, when the moment Odegaard left, it was, the match ended. The moment Odegaard left, yeah. So, to me, the match was a very, very interesting one. And in that match, Arsenal was the underdog because Brighton almost left with the 3 points. Arsenal was lucky to leave with a point. It was a very interesting match. I supported Brighton all through. Nice one from João Pedro. João Pedro bust the hell out of the defenders. He was a problem in the neck. Not just a pain in the neck. He was a problem in the neck. And when you have a problem on your neck, you can't turn. You can't switch sides. Yeah, you can't turn. So he was a big problem. He choked the hell out of the Arsenal defense. Made Saliba to concede a penalty. Saliba that is very, very smart when it comes to defense.
And careful as well.
Careful. Saliba makes the most right tackles. He doesn't do it wrong. But João Pedro outsmarted him. Nice one, Brighton. So it was a very nice game from Brighton. McTominay was still shaky. I even think if the coach had left Indigra in that match, 3 points would have been theirs.
Yeah.
3 points would have been theirs, obviously.
Let's actually really consider what's going on with Arsenal. The first incident Arsenal actually played with Brighton, we saw them, dishing out the red card to Declan Rice, which was, somehow controversial. Let's be factual right now, right? In this game too, that penalty against João Pedro from Saliba, it's really, daunting to actually see a Premier League referee actually dishing out or making out these decisions which doesn't align with the rules which you all know watching football from a tender age, I would say. Now, looking at it this way, it's just like a corner incident. Heads do jam. And if you watch that clip very properly and the frame very clearly, you can actually see that Saliba actually touched the ball prior to when João Pedro and Saliba had touched or clamped together. And if he sees more from the frame, João Pedro is more going into Saliba's head and Saliba coming to his head. And this thing happens as an incident during maybe corner kicks, and that's why what we see ref do, he will stop the game and call on the medical team as a head injury, and they get to treat it and he moves on. I've seen this many times and no card was given, no foul was given. How is they will just play fair play? Do you understand? So let's just really be factual. That penalty, to me, tell me, Kopama, do you think that penalty would have stand? Is it really a penalty? Let's leave fanatics aside right now. Let's talk factual.
Yeah, the truth is that Arsenal fans are fond of victimizing themselves, and that's a character and habit they should stop this season. Yeah, because nobody will pity you. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's going to pity you. Yeah, there was a head collision. That's a fact.
Yes.
There was a head collision.
Yes.
And then, if you notice, it was a simulation. Don't get me wrong. João Pedro simulated it.
Nice. That's what I want to hear.
He was smart.
But all players does that.
He was smart. He just outsmarted Saliba.
And he played on ref's emotion.
Yes, he did a simulation. That was a simulation. For real, it was a simulation. But it was a very smart one. He headed the ball. Saliba touched the ball just a little, but he had more of the contact. More of the contact was from João Pedro. And Saliba also brushed his head. So there was and in football, head injury is one that they take very, very, very,
okay,
very
now
serious.
let me quickly brush this through. If you can actually check prior to that day, I think early kickoff in that Saturday, I would say Tottenham match. We saw how I think it was on Isak. Was he on Isak or was he on
Jolinton?
Was it Jolinton?
Gordon.
You understand? I think yes. Isak. Okay, Gordon actually got a foul similar to that of Saliba and João Pedro in that game. He was even bleeding. they have to attend to his man. No foul was called inside the 18-yard box.
That was a robbery, but we thank God.
Because this is how he has been going.
Yeah,
but
that was a robbery.
Arsenal is always a problem.
We thank God Newcastle also didn't need that penalty to win the match. So I tell you, football, the God of football will always show himself. He will always come to work. He will always work. So
all right, okay, let actually proceed. It is what it is. We actually saw Arsenal in that game dropping 2 points, and they couldn't capitalize. After that, the Liverpool actually has to drop 2.2. So it is what it is for all Arsenal fans. But it was something shocking to actually see Arsenal drawing in that game. Now I'm going to the third on our list, and that's where we have Chelsea. Chelsea draw. It's like Kopama gave and Kopama took. How do you have to say about seeing Chelsea draw that match? Let me hear you.
I think this is Premier League trying to punish Chelsea. You understand? And Enzo Maresca as well, because Palmer, let's not get it wrong, right? Palmer was actually exceptional in that game. You understand? He just happened to just make a very simple mistake which cost them that 2 points. You understand? But apart from that, Chelsea was in the game. They tried. Everybody was in the game, and I have to rate this their new this defender. What's his name? Is he Akema Pong?
yeah,
Akema Pong. Oh, the guy gave in his 100. Understand? So if I have to give a man of the match in that game, I have to give it to that boy.
Akuma Pong.
Yeah. I have to give it to him because he did everything. He did everything right.
Now, the thing actually, got me perplexed, I would say, is the work ethics of Cole Palmer. As a midfielder, they're bound to lose passes. They're about to miss balls. Balls are meant to actually be snatched from them or dig that from their legs. But how do you recover? And that's why, talking about Palmer, Saka, comparison which I've heard over time, you can actually see that Saka is ahead over all these players when it comes to work ethic, because that actually will make you an exceptional. The recovery rate is what actually keeps you in the game. You can actually lose the ball. It's not a bad thing to actually lose ball, to take risks, to make those passes not to go through. But how do you now run back to actually get that ball back is what is vital.
Yes.
And in that game, because when he even missed that pass, definitely he could have mounted a pressure. I think it was he Eze or Mateta he was actually on. He could have mounted that pressure, and definitely something could have happened. Maybe the outcome will not be the outcome it is right now. He just run or put in more pressure on that player. So definitely the work rate of Palmer when it comes to defending is not really nice, and I hope he can actually build from it. He's actually a wonderful player. He played well and actually even scored a goal in that game. But it is what it is. Chelsea drawing in that game was something really spectacular, because people thought Enzo Maresca and his team could actually bounce back and actually kickstart the year with actually vital win, but it didn't happen in that game. Now let us see the fourth on our list, and that is Vinicius Jr. red card in their last game which they played, which ended Real Madrid to, I think it was like Valencia, right?
Yeah,
Real Madrid Valencia, right? So what do you have to say about the red card? Because we actually saw how controversial the red card is, and you were one goal down, and after the red card, they actually came back in the game and actually won that game. How do you have to say about the red card?
Well, Vinicius Jr., you are not the only black player in La Liga. That's one. You are not the only black player in La Liga. And at the moment, you are even more racist than the white fans in La Liga. Yes, you are more racist because you see him. Nobody throws stuff at him anymore, but you see him, he's the one saying the things, he's the one doing the talking, he's the one doing more of the racism these days. Okay, now, the goalkeeper was at fault because the goalkeeper actually nudged him at the back of his head at first, yeah.
It wasn't nudged.
But he just stabs him at the back of his head.
No, you didn't see the clip where, probably because something was actually flying.
Yeah.
They won't show you that he drew his braid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He drew
his braid, then
it was wrong, man.
Yes.
That's
wrong.
Very, 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 very wrong. But then the referee didn't happen to see that. But when Vinicius Jr. went to retaliate, the referee saw that one. Now, that's why there's VAR. That's why there are other stuff, yeah. You were fouled, you were tackled wrongly. You meet the referee, take it to the VAR, go and review it. You don't have to retaliate, you don't have to revenge, or else if football is a game where you can revenge, then we'll wear gloves and mold our fists and box.
That is not the case.
Yeah.
There, you understand? Because I don't consider that as a red card, and I think Real Madrid should appeal.
They definitely will appeal.
Yeah, I think they should appeal.
They definitely will appeal.
if they gave the goalkeeper yellow card, what stopped the ref from giving Vinicius Jr.
And
a
you
yellow
know,
card as well?
it's just the inconsistency when it comes to this referee. The VAR is there to assist you, and you just go to the VAR. The people actually controlling the VAR won't show the referee or that incident. It doesn't make sense. Just like this is an indecent act, which deserve actually a red card. Arsenal versus, was it Wolves? A player actually, Gabriel Jesus taps his butt, drew it. You know, they didn't see it. Now you drawing Vecino's braids.
That's
really
a
bad.
head. That's an head injury.
Like it's more like
It's a
the
head
goalkeeper
injury.
was trying to instigate a fight
You know,
there.
it doesn't make sense. And now he retaliated. Actually, people will now be saying, "Oh, Vecino's your bad attitude," but you instigate him.
Is the controversies around Vinicius at the moment and his career, his football and everything, with the Ballon d'Or saga and everything, he's in the midst of a lot of controversies. So, and they're trying to make a lot out of it.
And now, you know, what happened right now is very bad, because when the flood incident happened in Spain, in Valencia especially, I think in Dana City, Vinicius actually donated €1 million to that city. The same city that's actually booing him right now. You know, you as a Valencia player, goalkeeper, you are drawing his braids, and now he retreated. They gave him red card. People are now saying, "Oh, he's too, you know, arrogant. His attitude is very bad." What? Have you seen the main clip where the goalkeeper actually draw the braid? Your braid, they drew it. He donated $1 million to Dana City in Valencia. In the flood incident, and yeah, they treat him the way they treat him is very bad. And now narrative are actually flying. Okay, this is the reason why he didn't win the Ballon d'Or. His attitude, you know, someone having a bad attitude, and you keep on instigating him. He's a human being, for crying out loud. He's a human being.
You know, he's a world-class player. As a world-class player, what you're supposed to show attitude and professionalism
It's not every day,
all
and it's not
times.
easy.
But
I know it's not easy. Football is an emotional game. Football is an emotional game. You understand? But look, you are in the Ballon d'Or category. You are a world star. You're a superstar. You're supposed to show attitude.
So is this why someone will draw your braid? You leave him.
You leave him, yes, because you are not supposed to retaliate.
Let me tell you,
Even
Messi and Ronaldo, they do worse things.
That's why you take it to the referee. That's why there's VAR now. You take it to the referee.
When the referee are proven to be inconsistent and biased as well.
Okay,
So that's the reason why he should retaliate.
No, you saw Vini own. Why didn't you see the keeper's own?
No, the keeper is also at fault, but Vini shouldn't have retaliated.
Nah.
Because now, the issue is that I don't think there's any room for revenge in football.
Okay, do you know why? It couldn't be revenge. You aggravate someone, he reacts.
They instigated him. How do you expect him to react?
That was a wrong reflex action.
There's already shoving in football when emotion grows high. People, when he drew Vecino's braid, Vecino actually shoved him, but the problem was he shoved him on the neck region.
Yes.
Simple. So when you're saying retaliation, it's not like it's an act that is absurd. He did something that every player normally does, which is shoving players, each other. They do shove each other. Now he shoved him, but the problem was it was at the neck level. Do you
And it was
understand?
very light.
That was
very light.
This same issue happened like with Walker, where they not like
Yeah, with Holland, right?
Yes, with Holland.
Holland now.
Then Walker fell off
You
the ground as if
understand?
it was too easy.
Come on,
You
man.
understand? And the red card wasn't given there.
No card was even given.
So let me tell you something here. Vecino, there are agenda about him, which is wrong. Let's call it spade a spade. You instigate someone, the way he reacts actually is bound to him. You don't have to control how someone reacts. People have emotion, and football is of emotion. Drawing his braid, it's really wrong. You know, just like you have a ponytail, they drew it. Come on. It's really not nice. All right, so let's actually move on to the last on our list, and that is Manchester City 4-1 win over West Ham. I know, kick-starting the new year with a win. People actually bemoan to the fact that Manchester City is bad, but to me, I watched that game. Manchester City was not exceptional. The issue that is there is that West Ham at this moment is loose. Check their track record. They conceive a lot of goals against Liverpool. I think they conceded like 5 goals, right?
Yes.
Against Liverpool. So to me, Man City is not back, but they say Man City is back. What do you have to say about that performance against West Ham?
Well, you've actually said everything, because I don't see Manchester City using this game to bounce back, because it's West Ham, for crying out loud. Who wouldn't win West Ham?
West Ham has been short 3 points.
They've been shitty.
They've been short 3 points.
You understand? So until the next game, Manchester City is still struggling, and they will continue to struggle, because me like this, I have placed it on them. You understand?
That's all for us, please, that course.
They will suffer.
For 1,000 years.
No. At this right now, if you look at it, the structure and the squad depth which West Ham actually have, is not really encouraging at the moment. Anthony, their player, which is the number 9, actually was in the hospital by an accident. Right now, they don't have a prolific number 9. that have, that quality that even Anthony actually possesses. Now, Bowen in that game was not there. He didn't even make the bench. I think he have a slight injury. So Kudus was not even on the form.
Yes.
So definitely Man City just have its, a free stroll. People actually think they're back. I will tell you this for a fact. Take it to the bank and you can never withdraw. My God. You understand? So definitely I will tell you, Man City is not yet back. They need like 2 to 3 good games for us to actually see how good they are.
To confirm.
You understand? Because right now it's a mirage.
West Ham also played them. West Ham also had the say in that game.
To even score.
Do you understand? The possession was 56 to 44. The touches were 500 to 400 and something. So the stars there were close. They're almost together. So Man City is no way back, except they are back from Oscro House.
OS.
This is weird. This is weird, please. All right, so definitely this is actually where we are going to be dropping the curtain, and we've named actually from number 1 to number 5 there, and we've seen this spectacular moment. Chris actually stood out, during the weekend. I will still bring more, exciting moments again for you inside the pitch next weekend. So you definitely have to stay glued in our page. And thank you so much for watching even up to this moment. And in case you want to be part of what we do, we can actually call you anywhere you are to actually talk matters regarding football with us. And this is Football Pitch Fans. And definitely, as you know how we do it here, we talk about football, tactical analysis, and here we dissect and discuss matters regarding football. Thank you so much. And Manchester United preview is coming on our channel. Make sure you check that out. Arsenal preview and also Chelsea preview coming up soon on our channel. Thank you so much for watching. And with me here in the studio, my name still remains your home host, Benny Lean. And here in the studio, I have with me the Manchester United godfather! And then we have Ice Cowboy. And thank you so much. Please do like, share, and thank you for supporting and watching our videos. We hope to see you on the next one. Thank you, and see you on the next one.